X is a very interesting monetization system. You pretty much earn money based on the engagement your posts receive. But we have to address the elephant in the room, which is people abuse this. There's an incentive to posting controversial content just to boost your engagement, which obviously leads to people spreading misinformation just for money. Now, today's video is actually on somebody who does that. And it seems like whoever we're going to talk about in this video has no shame at all for this, because despite being called out multiple times for this, they still go on and do this again and again and again. Which is pretty embarrassing, especially when you get community noted for this, which is hilarious. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is on Dr. Maalouf, which for my sake, I hope I've pronounced his name right. Not that I give a f***. He's a creator on X with well over 200,000 followers who dedicates every single waking hour of his to posting non-stop about Islam. Islam this, Muslims that. It's really insane. His posts often gain high engagements, which pretty much exploits the system, which translates to monies, loads of monies. I'll go over a few of his posts just to show you how absurd this is. In one of his recent posts, he tries to bash on Ramadan. Imagine eating 2 huge meals a day for an entire month and calling it fasting. This is Ramadan. I fail to see or understand the point that he's trying to convey here. Like, this post pretty much misinterprets the practice, which misleads the viewers who eat up whatever he posts. For those who don't understand what Ramadan is all about, you're basically involved in abstaining from eating food or drinking from sunrise to sunset. Obviously with meals before, basically suhoor, and after, which is called iftar. And obviously, judging by this video, you don't have to eat all of that. I've never seen someone eat all that. You're gonna die. This is most likely for a family setting, which kind of explains why it's a lot of food. You dumb. Generalizing based on gender, race, or religion is probably like one of the dumbest things I've seen. Unfortunately for Dr. Maalouf, generalization is not off the table for him. He posts a video of like an woman who talks good about like pretty much glazing them. He pretty much ends his tantrum with sick culture. Just so that we set the record straight, these are brainwashed people. They do not represent Islam. I repeat, they do not represent Islam. These people are disturbed. I think that's like the most polite way to put it. Disturbed people. Now let's be honest, every religion has those kinds of nut jobs. I don't have to, speak more, do I? Now imagine I do the same thing as Maalouf. How would you guys react to this? Hey, not all Christians are bad. Okay, that is true. I'm not disagreeing with you on this one. But why is it that we can't apply the same thing to Islam or Muslims? Why can't we do that? I don't think I have to explain why this generalization is dangerous, because it can actually fuel Islamophobia. A pattern I've noticed with Maalouf is that he posts these hyperbolic statements and provides next to no source at all. And when he does actually post something with a source, it has the same problem. A good example of this would be this tweet right here, where he pretty much claims that there are some state-funded nurseries in Wales that are holding these so-called anti-racism events, and they're pretty much forcing children to try on hijab. Oh, I'm speechless. This is child abuse. Do you think this is child abuse, Maalouf? I mean, it's the same concept, really. If you don't think this is child abuse, then that as well isn't child abuse. I also need to stress the fact that there is no evidence to support this at all. You can search this up anywhere and there are no reports of such a thing in Wales. It seems to be like something only on X for some reason. This is likely to be false or is just like extremely exaggerated. You see, people like Maalouf love using words like this to deny any responsibility for spreading misinformation. In this instance, he pretty much blames an Islamic terrorist for the attack that happened in Germany just a few days ago. The suspect of this terrorist attack is a 40-year-old German man who had a history of convictions related to drunk driving and right-wing hate speech. According to many European news outlets, the suspect is a German national with a history of right-wing hate speech and no apparent connection to Islamic extremism. But hey, it's a potential Islamic terrorist attack, right guys? It's definitely not by a right-wing extremist. This is actually a serious issue. It's not just about tarnishing Islam's image, but how he's abusing X's monetization system. Spreading lies for engagement, for big monies, which I can't believe I have to say this, but it's unethical and harmful. Yeah. It can increase prejudice and potentially lead to real-world consequences like hate crimes. We do not need more of those. It is important to note that X has their own misinformation policy, which prohibits content like this from, spreading around on the platform. But it seems to me and many others that they're not taking this seriously, or at the very least enacting it, which is very unfortunate because people believe those lies and further regurgitate those lies everywhere. The lie ends up becoming the new objective truth, which you obviously don't want that from happening. Then it's pretty much it for today's video. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, and yeah, see you in the next video.